up the name of me king, friend. Then let your name be lifted up also. Rise up the emblem, make it flow. Then you will see the good vibes that they flow. Lift up the name of him, friend. Then let your name be lifted up also. Rise up the banner, make it flow. Then you will see the good vibes. Let me hear you say Jah. Let me hear you say Jah, Jah. Let me hear you say Jah. Let me hear you say Jah, Jah.
Greetings and welcome to Jesse I Interviews, recorded on the unceded lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. This interview features the Rasta singer Chrisinti speaking to me from the somewhat noisy offices of Kings and Ajang Records in Kingston way back in July 2002. Chrisinti is a talented artist who never really made it big despite having some great songs and an album on VP Records that was doing well at the time this was recorded. This is the kind of interview I really like though, where the subject isn't afraid to go into detail and actually takes us back into key moments in his life. A great example here is Beres Hammond taking him into the studio for his first chance at recording. There's a fair bit of background noise and a strange buzzing noise at one point, but I don't think it detracts too much, and this one is definitely worth a listen in my opinion. As always, I'm presenting it totally unedited, everything from the time I hit start on my portable mini-disc recorder to the time I hit stop. So here we go, Jesse I Interviews Chrisinti, July 2002.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
What? Just you ask, whatever you want to know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right now I'm at Kings of Kings. Right now there's Ajang here as well as Kings of Kings.
Yeah, Ajang, Kings of Kings.
Right now I'm in the offices of Kings of Kings Studios and Ajang here in Kingston, Jamaica. With me right now I have one of my personal favourite singers, Chrisinti. Thank you very much for joining us here on Champ Down Babylon.
My pleasure, sir. It's a wonderful thing. Thanks to the Eye for coming, and thanks for having me on this program. I live for this, give thanks. You know what I'm saying? It's my pleasure to represent. Blessed love.
Yes, King, give thanks. I always like to start my interviews at the beginning, Chrisinti, to see where you've come from and everything. So if you could tell us a little bit about where you were born, what life was like growing up for you there, day to day.
Yeah. Well, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Definitely. The majority of my life I spent in the garrison areas of Kingston.
In garrison areas?
The garrison areas. Garrison means, some people would call it ghetto.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but that's originally my background, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was born in Jubilee Hospital in downtown Kingston. Yeah. I grew up in Jonestown, Jungle, Marvelly, Jewsland, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so, but Jewsland is where I spend majority of my life. Most of my street experience that I've had.
Right.
You know, coming up as a teenager, from youth to teenager, is really Jewsland, you know what I'm saying? But I've been all over City Kingston, most definitely. But really and truly the life, living in the garrison is what I've given me the privilege to, know where I'm from, most definitely, and know what it's like to live from the forest to the palace, yeah?
Yeah.
I've learned how to survive and gain things for myself,
yeah,
from a tender age, trust me. In the garrison, that's what I had done for you still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So most definitely, it's been rough. I'm not from a rich family. As you know, as I said before, I grew in a garrison area.
Yeah.
My mother is just a normal worker like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up seeing this gold spoon in the mouth.
Sure.
So far, I see I'm the only one that is of a music sprung in the family, you know what I'm saying? So just start trotting in the neighborhood, mingling with people and dealing with my friends, families, but one of the most unfortunate thing for me, really, that gave me a better push in the music business. I've lived on a street that had a very big studio,
Oh, right.
Black Scorpio Studio.
Oh, you live on Malines Road?
You know, Edley Avenue. Off Malines Road is where we live.
Oh, okay.
But that's basically Jews land.
Right.
Off Malines Road, they find Jews land, go back to Waterhouse, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Black Scorpio Studio was at 30 Edley Avenue, and my house was at 12 Edley Avenue.
Right.
So after school, after anything, you know what I'm saying? Just run down to the bottom and hang out, you know?
So then-
Even if you're not recording, but just to be there with the art, just being there with the artists and
and learning.
you're learning, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that.
That's right. Yeah.
Bless the love. Yeah. Not much, Petrine. I heard your message, and guess what? I'm doing an interview right now. You hear me? Yeah, ring me about 20 minutes time, yeah? Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I can just edit it out, no worries.
Yeah. So yeah. So I said, yeah, that most definitely had given me the privilege to
Right.
know whether or not I want to do this music business or
Yeah.
not. And for real, from then, you know, I realized what most definitely I can do best and I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why, yeah, I still have me today pursuing music. Because then this is the only thing that I do, I've seen that touched me deeply, that I feel like, yo, I want to be a part of this and I can maintain this.
Yeah.
And, you know, strive for better and better, being better and better and better. So I was fortunate. That's basically
Right.
where I'm from.
So with hanging around Black Scorpio and the studios and stuff from an early age, how did you first take your real first steps in the business? Was it cutting dub plates or?
Yes, it's a collaboration of. There was a dub studio at Black Scorpio Studio, and you have where you find a dub, wherever you find a dub studio,
artists.
you find other sounds, you find a lot of sound systems,
Yeah.
a lot of artists, a lot of producers, competition. You know what I'm saying? So that being privileged to hang around the dub studio have given me the briskness then, how to be brisk, build lyrics on the spot, how to communicate, how to try to get into the sound man, how to talk to them to get them to work with you
Yeah.
as a no-name artist. So by rallying around those rallying points, it's like, you know, I've given me the privilege to exercise my talent and also going out on the sound system with Black Scorpio, because there was Black Scorpio sound.
Right.
So I used to be on the chuck back wherever we are all around Jamaica, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's all a collaboration of going to country with the sound, singing on the sound in the early before they string up, before the building start, and a little concert in the neighborhood and thing.
Right. Well, the first song the first time I ever saw the name Chrisinti on a single was when I got, it was actually Mark, when he went to Jamaica in about 98, brought home some singles, and one of them was Cry the Needy on the Kings label. And that was the first time I heard of Chrisinti. And that tune was a strong tune, blew me away. There's so much emotion in it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that tune?
Yeah, I remember. There is no love for the poor and no bail for the needy. You Mr. Gravalicious and greedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Will the innocent suffer? Will they cry, go in vain? Will it go in vain? Oh, where is the love for the poor and the bail for the needy? You Mr. Gravalicious and greedy, all you have is still one more. Every day you rise, don't pressing the poor with no heart for the meek and no bail for the needy. You Mr. Gravalicious and greedy, all you have is still one more. Your cup is full, but still yet you won't satisfy. It will be fire for all you heartless vampires. Oh no, no, fire for selfishness in our world. I will sing unquenchable fire for all you heartless vampires. Oh no, no, fire for the builders of Sodom and Gomorrah.
So, what was the first tune that you actually recorded?
And the first tune that I actually recorded was, I think, All Away of Drugs. I think, I don't want to lie, I think that was in 92.
92?
Yeah.
Right, so that was, you were putting out singles for a long time.
Well, that didn't came out as a single.
Okay.
It came out on a compilation album.
Right.
I think it was one of the first compilation. I think it was the first. I don't want to lie, but I think it was the first compilation album for Star Trio Records. You know,
Right.
them days was before he had bumped into Everton Blender, Anthony B.
Right.
In those days, he was just on that compilation album. You could find. I think you could find Ken. If I remember good, you had Ken Booth, John Holt, Barry Salmon, Beanie Man, Cutty Ranks, you know, and
Did some
those
big names on that.
For real.
First tune.
Definitely, and it was so rare that I you know, I've really had the privilege to record that song. I had to go through so many things, you know what I'm saying? But by the will of Jah, you know, it had happened, and really, it was really a strong motivation for me back then. You know what I'm saying? That's where I decided that, yo, people, you know what? I heard my voice on the radio. I recorded my first song. I got $400 for it. Not as a pay, but that's what I got tonight from the producer. You know what I'm saying? And that started motivating me. And most definitely one of the major points in recording that song, that motivated me the most is the fact that Barry Salmon was the one that had took the time out to brought me into the studio. Yeah.
Was Barris brought you in?
Yeah. Well, I spoke to Bello earlier on in the day. Yeah. And he said, well, I'm working. I got my program set. If we have time, hang around. And if we have time, we hear what you have to say. So I like that alone give me a clue and give me a hope. And it's like I embedded that in me, and like it was just a voice saying, yo, you have to be here no matter what time, you know what I'm saying? And trust me, that was just my song that I was singing from start to finish, and I tried my best to remain in the studio. The gate man pushed me out. A lot of things, you're not supposed to be in here, you're not working well, blah blah. But regardless of what, I wait till about 12 o'clock in the night. He had turned and I slipped in and mass around the corner till, you know, he come, he go, until I realized that he was gone. Up until about 1 o'clock I went around and sit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when Barry Salmon finally came out of the studio, it was just to smoke a cigarette. And I think that was the last of the work that they were doing for the day. He saw me and said, youth, you still there, man? I said, yeah, man. I say, yo, for real. I said, then, well, you still go just by yourself. So I said, well, Bello had, you know, told me that if I'm here and time is there, would I give me a try? Yeah. So I said, yeah, what you have to say? I'm on my thing. And I said, you don't sound too bad by you. I said, hold on then, and go back in the studio. I said, Bello, you know what I'm saying? The little youth out there still long wait for you. Say same for wait. Bello, I said, boy, Barris, really tell him saying about time run out, we not have more time, and you say I pack up. Barris man said, which rhythm you go try and just put on a rhythm there. Me take it. Bello said, I have to go. I said, no, man, don't worry yourself, man. Put on the tape, me hear what I have to say. And Barris man had got me to put the tape on. The tape went on, and we find the rhythm. And I said, a rhythm here. I hear what I have to say on the rhythm here. And I walk out of the studio, and Barris man called me in. And I went in and put on the earphone, and I was so nervous. And the rhythm started playing, and I was like, with no hesitation, yeah, aware of drugs, I am aware of drugs, aware of drugs, I am aware of drugs. Now give me no coke, me no wanna crack. Now give me no heroin or no cocaine. Those things will blow your mind. They will also mash up your brain. Aware of drugs, I am aware of drugs. And I was like jumping all over the studio, like, you know, just excited about the whole excitement. And Barry man stopped the tape, came around in the room and said, son, you know what? You have a sound. Trust me, you're not really there, but you have a sound. And I like your words, them sound good. So guess what? Here's the mic. Stay right here in this position. Hold the phone on the ears, the earphone on the ears, and don't move. When you hear the rhythm start, you know the song from start to finish? He say you have 3 verse, 3 chorus. He say yes. He say alright, go ahead, don't shift out the nothing at all, you sound good. So said, so done. One take, and the song was recorded. Trust me.
One take.
One take. It stopped me for the first time.
Yeah.
And then, because I was so anxious and I didn't want to lose the chance, you know what I'm saying? So I was like saying, yo, I can't make this pass, right? And knowing that it's Barry Salmon was the one that had given me the vibe and the encouragement ever since that night. Trust me, ever since I recorded that song and heard it played back in the studio and see Barry Salmon nodding his head and saying, yes son, grow up on them and you're going to kill them. That's what he said. Grow, continue, practice, and you'll be there.
Yeah.
Ever since that night, my life and my idea towards music and towards life had never been the same. You know what I say?
You get serious from then.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Really, because knowing that this is one of the most prominent icon.
Yeah.
You know what I say?
Big man.
Barry Salmon was there saying rare and pass it and tell you that you have it. You can reach there. You have a sound. He took the time out to, you know what I'm saying? Took the sound.
Yeah.
That was a big motivation for me. Trust me, most definitely. So it's like regardless of the fight and all the ups and downs, trust me, I see that as a payday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from there, trust me, I never look back. You know what I'm saying?
What was the next step from there? Like, how did you, in between, that was 1992?
Yeah.
So in between that and like 97 when Cry the Needy, the Kings of Kings, the stuff where I came to know you, what were you doing in that space there?
Well, I was just in the fields trying to get myself...
Trying to get across.
Yeah, trying to get across, you know what I'm saying? And just as I said, as it is in Jamaica, going from one studio to the other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And indulging in my little community vibes and reality, you know, it's not always music, but
Sure.
you know, you got other things that you got to channel on.
Yeah.
But most definitely, I just been running from studio to studio trying to make producer hear me, because that song didn't really came out and did a big bang and make a big impact.
Sure.
But trust me, hearing it on the radio was good enough for me, likewise again, to go further. You know what I'm saying? So I start writing songs, I start build up songs off of my own, start listening to other people, start listening to other foreign artists. Stevie Wonder, I had loved Stevie Wonder then, but Marvin Gaye, those singers, the vocal versatilities, I pray to have the vocal, not even the sound, but just the privilege to can fluctuate my voice like them. So most definitely, you know what I'm saying? So from studio to studio, session to session, being in Scorpio Soundbox and reality, blah blah, and till I met up I bumped into a lady, which is now my princess.
Yeah.
Her name is Rarita Lashman, but then her label, she was just on the verge of putting together a label.
Yeah.
She came to Jerusalem to look for General Cheese, and I was out at Jerusalem, and one of my friends called Dudley, had bumped into I bumped into the girl. So you know, I just what was that?
I don't know, I just got lost
I
myself.
bumped into Luscious. Yeah, and she came to Jerusalem to record General Trees.
Yeah.
And one of my friend called Dudley.
Sorry, I got lost with that. You're talking about your princess. Is that
Yeah,
she's just
my princess
starting a
today.
label?
My princess
Right.
today. She's the one I bumped into then.
Right.
As a producer, she was just about to start a new label.
Right.
And she come to Jerusalem to talk to General Trees, to start her thing with General Trees, and then, you know, my friend was a good friend of mine, was down by General Trees' house the very day that she came.
Right.
And she was like unleashing herself, yeah, I want to produce, relative, blah blah, and my friend overheard that. Then my friend turned to her and said, you know what, I have a friend that is a singer too, you know.
Yeah.
So if you start nothing and you start a new label, you have a sound, you can record for you too. And then my friend was like hunting for me the whole day, but I was out. I was like down in the jungle checking some of my friends, taking care of some other things. And as I come back to Scorpio, my friend said, yo, a girl down at General Choose, she want to produce and she write song. She look for artists. Come see if you can meet her. I went down there, met her. She told me, yeah, blah, 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 I want to start my label. You know, the whole 9 yard.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm trying to sing. And Ray, and you know, it's like, so much song you have, but I said, not really all of a song, but reality, blah, blah. And then I said, well, you know what? I got one and start chill, and I tell her about it. She said, well, let me hear a sound and a hum a thing for her. She said, you know what? sound good. Look at this song, and I look at it and how many times. She said, alright, I'd love for you to do it for me, but I'm working on General Truth right now. So I'll get back to you. And that's it. But the following night, I went to the studio again in Penthouse to record a song for a virgin called Devon People's Record.
Okay.
And General Truth was on the session, and she came to the studio and she said, I was singing, she came in just in time when I was singing. And she was like, wow. And ever since that, she just started out to start working with I&I. And she's the first one that signed me.
Okay.
She's my first manager.
Right.
She sent me to music school for like a month.
Right.
Yeah, and then from there, well, up till now, today, one song was only one song.
She released.
She had been released on her label for me still.
What label is it?
Luscious Records.
Right.
For real. And then from there, I just going back and forth to studio, but never had the privilege to voice
Right.
on the major labels and the majors. But to me, still, I think all them times, all the gap between then and 97 was just learning stage. You know what I'm saying? For real.
When did a point come? I'm sure there must have been a point for you when you thought, all right, I'm really on my way now. When it wasn't such you bust through, I guess. When did you really start to think, all right, now I'm in business, I'm doing it?
You know what? And that's why I always said 97 is 97 really and truly is a year.
Right.
And when I feel like I was really on my way,
Yeah.
it was when I bumped into Kings of Kings. The owner of Kings of Kings, Colin Levy, aka Eiley Dread, you know what I'm saying? I was in mixing lab working for a label again called Mosaic Records.
Okay.
But what used to happen then, we record a couple of songs and then they give us like $5,000,
Right.
go to America. I don't know what he had done with them. Spend like 3 months, come back, build another rhythm, bam, give it to us. But then in those days you want the money, you want to do your thing, so you're happy for the little $5,000. So as he come, so by doing that, we got like 7 tracks down. So we were just on the verge of doing that another day, one Sunday evening, and in came Eiley Dread. But that evening, Eiley Dread didn't came in and saw me recording. I had a friend that I've introduced to Mosaic label. His name is Zandapi. So I co-write a song with him. And I brought him into the producer and said, yo, reality, and the producer listened to the song, he said he like it. So the producer built a rhythm and he was in the studio recording it. But while he was recording now, I was the one that was like directing the session. Saying, Zandapi, this is how I wanted to do it, go high here, go low there. And I was doing that. And by doing that, Eiley Dread was in the studio watching me directing the session. But one of my friends that know me was walking with Eiley Dread. It's called Conscious today. And after we come to a breaking point, like we take a break, Conscious like, say, well, I'm Chrisinti, and I said, blessed love, I said, come in my youth. Why you meet my friend here, a producer? And we go across and I said, blessed love, my name is Chrisinti. And I said, yeah man, Eiley Dread. I said, I admire the way I direct the session. You know what I say? I admire the skill and the effort and the attitude that the depth that I see you doing it with. I say, yeah, so there as a producer, I say, well, I wouldn't say I'm a producer, but I know a little about it, you know what I'm saying? And I know what I want in this song, so it's just what, we didn't get around to saying, yo, I'm a singer. I say, well, you know what, I also have a label, you know, and I'm going to hunt some studio time, I come for book. So, you're welcome to walk into one of my sessions. And before that man leave the studio, I given me $500. Just like that. I was like, wow, this brother is a kind-hearted brother. I was like, you know what, I'm supposed to be working down by Celestial Sound Monday morning, so if you want to come by and hear what we have to say. And that was it. Went down there. Bam, by going down there that day, you know, he suggested to me that he had already, we spoken.
Yeah.
So we get to the point of telling him that I'm an artist.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, do you sing? He said, yeah man, I sing to him. He said, oh, you sound good. And then he gave me a rhythm called Every Little Thing. You know what I say? A rhythm called Every Little Thing I Want, All I Ever Need. And then
What did you sing on?
I sing, praise him, he is the king. Think of how we sing, oh yeah. Long live the king, long live the king of kings. Yeah, so
The tune that you just sang there, that didn't get released until just recently, right?
No, we did that over just the other day
Oh, it's
and
a
released
do-over.
it. Yeah, I did it over the other day. We rebuilt the rhythm. We're just playing a little more percussion in the rhythm,
Right.
and then we released it. But
Yeah.
my song had been recorded from then. Dennis Brown had recorded on the rhythm then. Spanaban had recorded on the rhythm. Hailey Judd had recorded on the rhythm, and me.
Right.
But it came out on, I think it was Kings of Kings, one of Kings of Kings' first compilation album called Every Little Thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so then that was when, after recording that song, trust me, I start seeing myself like, yo, Chrisinti, you're on the way. Yeah, cause he start talking about I Gone and Silk was just out, and to them that vibe was like similar to the vibes I Gone and Silk
Right.
I've left. You know what I'm saying? So they start talking, you know, and a couple of people around, and then you know, everybody start giving encouragement where you have a sound, your beach places, relative, blah blah. His friends seem to like the songs, his family, and a couple of these jockeys that he had taken the song to like it and start playing it in England and certain places in Africa, you know what I'm saying? And in June, he invited me to Africa, to Canada.
Right.
That was my first time out of Jamaica.
Okay.
And my first fly, I left Jamaica on the 10th, June 1997.
Right.
We went to Canada to perform. I performed like, during that period, I did like 4 shows. 3 in Canada, 2 in Toronto and 2 in Montreal.
Okay.
For real, and then I came back to Jamaica, and then, but while I was in Canada, I bumped into a brother called Bobby Morgan. Bobby Morgan is the baby father of Sade.
Okay.
He was on the verge of putting on some shows in Africa. So he came to the concert, one of the concerts in Toronto, and saw me performing live.
Right.
I said, son, we have a concert planning at least we have some concert planning in Malawi, Africa.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, I like your vibe and I like your sound. I would love for you to come. I said, well, sir, I'm hoping I appreciate love that 100%. Please.
Yeah.
Asking about money, thinking about money, them time, were nowhere in my mind. I just wanted was to go. You know what I'm saying? So, well, so said, so done. He didn't just give me a promise, and it faded out.
Right.
He invited me to Africa. I went to Africa in October.
Right.
For real, and we went to England. We started in England. We rehearsed in England.
Yeah.
Then we went down to Africa, and
Was it just in Malawi, or did you see some other countries in Africa?
well, we landed in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Yeah.
We didn't get to spend any time, but on the airport platform, we walk, I look around.
Yeah.
We drove through
Yeah.
to another stopping point where we took another plane further to Malawi. So
Right.
from Malawi, we drive through to the Mozambique border, the Ivory Coast, and
Right.
but the place only performed in Malawi. Did 3 shows in Malawi. We spent like 3 weeks in Malawi. Then I came out and trust me, the shows was wonderful.
Right.
Like 30,000, 25,000.
Yeah.
Like,
It's gotta be an experience.
Yeah,
Performing in Africa.
yo, Africa being the 3rd place I've been to out of Jamaica is like a sealment for me, you know? So most definitely in those period of time,
Yes.
I really see myself going places, you know what I'm saying?
You've been doing a lot of touring lately as well, right? Like
Yeah.
you've been in the US and stuff. I've read some reviews and
Yeah,
stuff on the
yeah.
internet.
Well, I just came back from the US like yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, and I was just on not really performing tour, but promotion tour.
Promoting the new
Yeah,
album.
the new album.
Alright. Well, the new album, of course, is on the VP label. It's called Comfort My People.
Yeah.
How's the reaction to that been so far?
Well, most definitely, I've been getting good reviews.
Yeah.
The first 3 weeks that it had been officially released, it went #1 in Texas, in Austin, Texas.
Right.
But I just requested,
Yeah.
I just sales, and
So it's Sister Irie and
Yeah,
Austin?
yeah.
She's brilliant woman.
yo, she wonderful. She can give you, and she brought me to the radio station. Her radio station is really the radio station that I went #1 on,
Right.
the CD, and that's a good vibe again. And the album had been repressed like 3-4 times already,
Right.
sold off in England, and you know it's been tremendous. Trust me, I won't exaggerate, but only good vibes I've been getting. You know what I'm saying?
So what's next for you as far as album? Are you working on another album now, or?
Well, in my head, I created like 5 songs that I know most definitely will be on my second album.
Okay.
I came up with a concept already, and I know most definitely the songs that I want, and but the groundwork 100% is not yet in process. But when the time comes for me to go on the studio, most definitely it won't be a delay like the first one, and just take from there. It will be most definitely a concept, and the concept will be like, to go a notch over comfort my people, and definitely expressing myself wholly and solely. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully each and every single song that will be on that album will represent my vocal versatility. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna release the title of my to be second album for you. You're the first one that will get this on tape. It's called The Ultimate Prize.
The Ultimate Prize.
Yeah, for real. So
You said the ultimate price or prize?
prize,
Yeah. Okay.
for real.
What does that mean?
I pay the ultimate prize. It's name. It's the title of a song. Most definitely.
Yeah.
You know what? I just reserve the meaning of that song until further.
Until we hear the
Until we
song.
meet again. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
For real.
Right. Well, with your songs, looking at the album, like "Come For My People," I think it's a good shows that you've got your softer lovers songs as well as the harder roots conscious songs.
Yeah.
How do you decide? I mean, what sort of style to sing? Obviously, you can sing either style easily. How do you choose? What you're going to sing, or is it just vibes you like?
Well,
Different styles.
I believe in the saying sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in reaching way out from the depth, living a conscious life, singing conscious songs, and reaching to people consciously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jah had given me the talent to go soft, go hard, go loud, go, you know what I'm saying? And I think, there's no wrong doing that, just as long as you're doing it in a righteous sense, you know what I'm saying? And the number one point and motivation and meaning for me, unleashing like that and come from my people, is the help of Jah, the help of my roots, the help of where I'm from, and the thoughts of comforting my people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you have love song, you have redemption sounds, and you have, you know what I'm saying? You know what you heard on the album, for real. So most definitely, it was just a thought of comforting my people.
Yeah.
I was just trying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
I know you've released some killer tunes over some real hardcore jump up rhythms as well.
Yeah.
Like they're going back to the Latino with the martial arts,
Yeah.
loving the ladies and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you prefer different types of rhythms over anything, or is it just purely any way you comfort the people, you deal with any style and run it? Or do you prefer rootsier rhythms to the jump up, or?
Well, you know what? There's two things. Yeah?
Yeah.
For me, myself, I'm more comfortable singing on the rhythm with a one-drop vibe,
Heartbeat,
that you can hear the heartbeat,
Yeah.
that goes straight to the heart,
Yeah.
can hold the heart ends, so the heart ends listen, vibe and feel your performance. Like if your audience come to a concert and they get them boom, 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 they will go to a rush, they leave with a rush, the brain rushing and falling over in reality and blah, blah. They probably not even heard everything that you said. You know what I'm saying? But the vibe, boom, they remember it. But when they come to a concert and you give them like 12 songs of one drop rhythm with serious and deep and profound messages, you know what I'm saying? Uplifting sounds, melodies and words, trust me, that will live, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely I live for that part of it. On the other hand now, trust me, I live for my people. I believe in pleasing my audience.
Yeah.
But I won't go pleasing my heart. I won't kill myself to please my audience in a wrongful manner, you know what I'm saying? So if I jump up with him, come forward,
Yeah.
and it have a sound, and I listen to it have a melody,
Yeah.
trust me, I won't have no problem vibing a song, the melody, and the words on it in a righteous manner. I'm saying just for the pleasing of my fans.
But that's good because personally, I mean, it's all the heartbeat rhythms are what I love. That's how I got into reggae, and that's what I love more than anything. But still, jump up rhythm, and it's so good. We need more conscious singers and stuff on those jump up rhythms.
For real. So well, I will represent consciously. I will represent seriously. You know what I'm saying? Just for my people, for the fans, and trust me, if that's what it takes to make a portion of people enjoy themselves, hearing righteous lyrics and some fast going with him, trust me, come to me. I'll sing on them, but you won't hear me saying, girl broke out and red, no. You'll hear me saying, oh baby, I love you forever. I'm gonna make me, never forget. You know what I'm saying? Whatever little melody I can find to put on it in a righteous manner. Most definitely.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
What about the name Chrisinti?
Well, the name Chrisinti now was created. Let me tell you. Chrisinti is most definitely a nickname and the abbreviation of my middle name.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the first part of Chrisinti, which is Chris,
Yeah.
is coming from Christopher.
Right.
My middle name is Christopher. So just shorten it, the abbreviation Chris.
Yeah.
And INTI is Inti, that I was called, one of the many nicknames that I was called in my neighborhood. Inti. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was like, I have a little vibes with me then. Like I'm on the street corner and something go down. Like, say I leave the town and something new went down in my little community around my friends.
Yeah.
And like, and you have a vibe, that you sense about that something is happening.
Yeah.
My way of saying, yo, what's up? Would saying, yo, give me a hint, no wagwan, give me a hint. Give me a hint of wagwan.
Right.
So like one night now, it's like a pouring was happening on the avenue. Like a guy that we look up to in the area was fighting with his sister and relative, and I was out. And I came in and my friends Brian, Leo and a couple of other youths was over there, the other side of the street talking, and I rushed from one of my house yard and go over there, and I was like, yo, what you gathering for? Wagwan, give me a hint of wagwan. So by saying that, my friend is spinning on like Brian, it was Brian.
Yeah.
Spinning on. Every time you come, you just come with your little funny talk about gear hint. Every time you come about gear hint, you want a hint of wagwan. Yeah, man, you're inti, man. I call it inti or something today. And that's it.
Right.
So by chatting in the music business now and, seeing myself going up and down the black carpet, start singing for people.
Yeah.
People start saying, yeah, you sound good. Them start telling us you sound good. I start thinking, what am I gonna call myself? Chris Harry, Chris Rankin, Pablo I, Gold Teeth, relative, blah blah, till I say Chris Rankin, Chrisinti. And that's how it came across.
Right.
For real, like Chrisinti, and I run it by a couple of people and they say, Chris, what? Chrisinti? It's funny, some people say Chrisinti, Chris relative, blah blah, but
Yeah.
that's where it came from. My meaning towards it now, my meaning that I've put into it was Child of Selassie.
Yeah. I read that in the
Yeah.
London.
Yeah. But by touring Europe, when? The first time was year before last. The driver for or one of the van that we were touring heard the name and they say, you know what, Chrisinti is close to Krishna, Crescendo, Krishanti and the Shanti tribes. And I think the meaning of Chrisinti surely is because of Christ. Remember I say? That's what he said.
Yeah.
And I said, you sure, son? He said, yeah, I'll check it up for you. Because I'm from Ghana. And in Ghana, the Shanti tribe have his name close to Krishanti, Crescendo, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I most definitely kept that in me still. So
Right. What name were you born with?
Paul Christopher.
Oh, right. Alright, bear with me for 1 second.
No problem.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just wanted to ask a few questions about, obviously, your faith. Trotted as a Rasta. When did you first sight up Selassie?
When did I first start my Selassie? Don't wanna lie. But I don't wanna lie by saying the specific date. But it was in the period of the end of 1994, going into 95.
Right, okay.
For
So
real.
you already started singing.
Hmm?
You started singing. Your first songs were back in '92, didn't you say?
Yeah,
So this was after that.
yeah, that was after that,
Right.
for real. But it started Rastafari and the faith, and we'll start looking forward to Haile Selassie from the end of the 94. The end of the 94 now, something tragic happened to me, you know? Like my brother died and I have to fled the scene, the claim that it was me, I was involved and reality, and I have to, it's a long story.
Yeah.
So I have to leave where I was, go to the country to chill out for a while, and by chilling out in the country I start flexing with some other rastas, but I start thinking about growing my hair and moving consciously before that had happened.
Yeah.
So I went down to the country now, I've been more privileged to, you know, live the life. I was introduced more to the life of Rasta, like how to go to Nyabingi, and how to try how to eat Haital and reality and blah blah. Anyway, the period of that time had ended. I came back to Kingston, and I came back to Kingston like May 95, and as I came forward, where I used to stay, I saw a man there live. While I was gone, he came and he lived, he built his little house out of board, and he planted nothing but okra and callaloo. And I was like, wow, this must be for a reason. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try eating callaloo for 1 week straight and see how am I gonna feel. And I tried that and it was good. I feel lighter, less, you know, drowsy. And I said, you know what? Everything cut off. Boom. And I started growing my hair more, and from then, more natural, no meat, no flesh, no butter, no milk, no nothing. And then I saw Haile Selassie in a vision. Haile Selassie came to me in a black and white picture with his hands across his heart and said, son, you're a child of the Nazarene. Then I didn't know what that meant. Right. But I started treading and digging deeper and learning, you know, and realize what Rastafari was telling me, you know? Yeah. And most definitely, I just started look. That's my first interview with Haile Selassie. Right. And then I started looking, I started healing with the fullness. You know, and by reading books and looking forward to him and treading the road of Rasta, I find myself being more calmer, being more privileged to write more deep songs and more songs and learning how to love my people. Yeah. Trust me, once upon a time, I won't lie, I used to be zealous, very, very zealous about white men, about reality, blah, blah. But trust me, I must tell you this. We all have our fears. And I'm right now, I've seen all them thoughts and about hating white men and reality and blah, blah. Well, you have to be strong to reach the stage that I'm on right now by saying no. Can't just hate white man. Every man is man, every man is reality, equal, every man is, you know what I say? Yeah. Really, you have to be strong, but most definitely, 10 days was just learning process. Yeah. And it's like, as I said, it was hard not to. But right at this moment, I'm happy that I'm on this point. That I can say, yo, each man is a brother, you know? And Jah is in every man. But Jah is for every man, but he lived within whosoever prepared a place for him, you know what I say? Yeah. Most definitely, and it's like treading more, the wine press more, and it's like getting more deeper in what Rastafari said, reading his speeches and thing. I've given him the privilege and the will and the humbleness and the tolerance to embrace another man of a different kind and pigment or whatever. You know what I say? Yeah. Most definitely. For real.
Love. Yeah. All right. Well, just before we wrap this up, is there anything else you want me to ask you about, or anything you'd like to talk about?
Well, it's up to the eye. As I said, I'm for the eye. You know what I say? Yeah. Whatever the eye wanna ask, it's all up to me to answer whatever I think is feasible or whatever I think I can answer. But it's my work. It's an interview. That's time.
The last thing I'd like to ask, I think, is, well, like I said with Cry the Needy, that struck me so hard just for all that anguish in the singing, and so you hear the pain and the conviction you're singing with. Yeah. You know, how do you bring that across in the music? Obviously, the inspiration of the Most High influences and inspires everything, but where does that real emotive? Because I think in the last 10 years in reggae, there's the only other singer I think that sings with that same sort of emotive sound as you is Jah Cure.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? You know?
Well, that all have to do with the pain that we felt as a youth growing up. You know what I'm saying? We've been through so many manipulations, we've been rejected, we've been refused, we've been spit on, we've been boxed. Yeah. I've been boxed 3 times from Black Scorpion out of his studio. I was just trying to go through to do my little thing, and I was pushed up by one of his security and I retaliate and he came at me. You know, so most definitely it's just the life that I've lived, you know what I'm saying, and being up in the garrison and instead of taking up my anger and picking up a gun, a lot of times people do me a lot of things and you know, it's only second thoughts why I didn't go for a gun and retaliate and you know what I'm saying, so all them feelings embedded in me over the years, most definitely so.
Yeah.
It's like gotten the privilege to cry out like that in a song, most definitely. You know, me just take the advantage of expressing myself, most definitely. And it's like really and truly, I felt what I was saying, I felt what I was thinking, and how I felt it, that's how I express it,
Right.
most definitely. So you'll never hear me singing a song just because it has sweet melody and related. I have to feel,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Right.
And if I can feel it from the soul, that's the way I can sing it.
Yeah.
So that's how you always hear it, most definitely. See, and Jack Cure most definitely, I'm September and he's in October. So we're like a month apart, and I think most definitely the same tried and the same feelings and the same vibe. He have that. And trust me, other than Barrister, man, Jack Cure is the only little youth I lift my heart to, cause he's dealing, I heard him dealt with music the way I would. Where conviction is concerned, where words is concerned, timing, most definitely. I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Perfect comparison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
We actually went to visit Jack Cure last week in prison, went to Spanish Town.
Yeah? It's last, yeah.
Picked him up there.
For real.
Hopefully when he gets out, he's back on track. So
Nah, man, you don't have to worry, man.
Why not?
When Jack here get out, it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Cause he's not backing down, and as I said, all the pain that they have gone through, Jack Cure is
You
like,
express it.
yeah,
somehow.
and Jack Cure is definitely a street youth. You know what I'm saying? And when it's streetwise, when they've been through the gutters, when they trod through the valley of danger zone, death, and come out alive, you come, you survive, then yo, you're gonna have nothing else to talk about but your experience, and you survive that you survive. So that's what really interesting. Because Jack Cure is not a only child, but he had it rough, and Jack Cure is the first one that had taken me to Nyabingi.
Right.
Yeah, man. As young as Jack Cure is, you know what I'm saying? Jack Cure is the first one that had took me, Chrisinti, to Nyabingi. Like I was in Mobi, and during the same time that I was running away from my problems in town, I was staying at Fish Lane at a man called Cecil. He used to have a garage and he have a label called Super Love and a son called Super Love. I was hanging out with him. He was like a godfather to me them times. So I was hanging out by his place, singing relative blah blah. Jack Cure lived in Flanker, so Jack Cure hear everybody talk about Chrisinti. He was the tough singer in them time there.
Right.
So I came in Montego Bay and started my little thing on the studio, the same studio that he would have been, but it always happened so ironic. Never the time, out of all the days that I've been going around there, Jack Cure wouldn't have been there. Every time I come, Jack Cure always just left.
Right.
Every time Jack Cure left, I always just come. So the talk had been saying, and people have been comparing I from them time until this time. Till one night, on Monday night, they used to have carnival. They used to have carnival on Monday.
Yeah.
Every month, like every other Monday, down by the place I used to stay in, Cecil Garage,
Yeah.
Fish Lane. And one Monday night, the carnival was going on, and I was on the mic singing. We just wheeling out. And in come this little brother with his hat down in his face, and his little short khaki pants and little t-shirt. And I remember I could see him walking, and he stood there like for about a good 15 minutes. Watch me sing, listen me sing.
Yeah.
Then he just came up and said, yo, a piece of the mic there. And he hot her. And when he hot her, I was like, what? You sound so youth? I'm sound so. And him sing again and I said, dang. I sound like him have it sound like the same day for me I deal with, the same day for me I deal with. And trust me, we sing, we pass mic together from one end to the other for about like an hour. Yeah? Until everything cut and we reason and I say, yo, Chrisinti, I say, yo, let me hear about the relative, blah blah. I say, Jackie, I say, you name Jackie, I say about. I say, yeah man, this is me I say, yeah man, I joy for meet there and we reason, we share a joy and at the end of the conversation I say, you know what? I should go up in a Granville and I say, which part name sir? I say, up in a place named Pitford, them and them have a Nyabingi going up. Them say, yeah, Nyabingi, what name sir? I say, yeah, man, a little gather, the whole of the rest of them gather and chant and all a vibe, man. Where I say, yeah, Chad? I said, John, what Chad do? I say, yeah, man, come on, man. Nice vibe, man. And I went with him, I took a cab and we go up there and we spent the night.
Right.
Anyway, he left the morning. We spent the night and chant and I talked to people and the vibe that night was vibrant. Ever since that night, I know that, you know what I say, I was born to be a Nyabingi warrior, you know what I say?
Yeah.
For real, so. Rise at the morning, we meet and greet people. Reason with Jack here again, then we journeyed on, you know?
Yeah.
For real, and like that.
It's a great story.
Yeah, man.
What about your actual songwriting? Like when you're writing your lyrics, do you sit down with a pen and paper and write, or do you just get the feeling and the vibes and let it flow?
You know what? I can't lie to you. I couldn't. I tried it already. I tried so many times. But to sit down with a pen and a book, for me, it wouldn't work. So, give me the music, give me the rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what the rhythm, yeah? Give me the rhythm with a melody and some instrument. Just as long as the instruments are feeling, I can feel the bass, I can feel the guitar, I can feel the piano. Yeah. Then trust me, no problem. Right. Just as long as the rhythm talk to me inside, my inside will talk back to the rhythm, and that's how you will get a million songs from Chrisinti. You know what I'm saying? Right. I can just be here and it would work more beautiful like this. Me and my little Walkman, I'm driving and a rhythm playing and a vibe come. Then from a vibe come, I got my punchline, everything just start come. Right. I can give you 10 songs and one rhythm just as long as the rhythm is sweet. Right. Most definitely. And from I get my chorus, I know most definitely what I want to say after the chorus. Right. That's basically me. But to sit down with a book, it wouldn't be a problem. But it wouldn't be a problem. I can't say. If I sit down and I get for right, I can't do it. But you now get the flow that you will get if the rhythm is bouncing, and you know what I'm saying? For real.
Alright, Chrisinti, well, is there any other message you'd like to pass on to the Australian massive, the people down under on the other side of the world?
Yo, people down under, it's like reggae. I've been new to the item, but please, have faith. You know what I say? I'm not saying you to go all out. I wish if you could go all out and give the reggae music the love. 100%. Yes, I would appreciate that, but you have other things you have to listen to. But just know that reggae music is not to stray you, or it's not to take you from what you're doing, or reality, or just to restrain you on any other. Reggae music is all about a message music. Please listen to the beat, but dig deeper into the words. Know how to differentiate the ones that's of consciousness than the one that's of just only folly. You know what I'm saying? Reggae music most definitely mean a reggae is message, righteousness, upliftment, rasta. You know what I say? Keep listening to conscious music, give I the support, give a listening ears to I, and remember, to all the youths, forward ever, backward never. You have to stand positive. You have to stand for something positive in order for you to be a great man, woman, king, queen, priest, prophet, princess, empress or emperor. You have to stand for something serious, positive and conscious. Because if you don't, you'll fall for anything or everything. And falling for everything, you'll be just like a piece of paper blowing from one side of the street to another. You don't want that. So forward ever, backward never. Know that the Almighty is the ultimate. And it's the last year. Straight. You know what I say? Togetherness, togetherness, togetherness. Oneness, oneness, oneness from the soul. All people, comfort my people. Keep on listening to comfort my people. I know that comfort my people is for everybody. Everybody. It's the last year.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Chrisinti, maximum respect. Truly an honor and a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Likewise. See you?
Yes,
yeah, man. Give thanks for having the
yeah. That'll come up real nice.
Yeah, man. Bless it.
I was wondering if I could get a jingle for the radio show as well before we wrap up. Chant Down Babylon is the name of the show. Jesse I. And the station's PBS FM.
Yeah, man.
Now, the mic works best too if you hold it like about that far away, about a foot away from your mouth.
Okay.
It picks up the best. Just give me a quick run through for the levels.
Well, Lord, yeah, now we're. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chant Down Babylon, you see me I say with Jesse I listen last year, blessed on PBS FM. This is Chrisinti representing. And we I say, yo,
Chant on Babylon, mightier than them. We mightier than them. Go round them in any way. Jamaica we be powerful than them. The heathen them just get cut down when low. We mightier than them. Go round them. So last year, bless our Chrisinti say, ooh. Lift up the name of me king. Then let your name be lifted up also. Rise up the emblem, make it flow. Come on. Then you will see the good vibe. Jesse, I say Joe. Come let me hear you say Georgia. In due season. Jesse said everything will be alright for every reason. Just hold firm with all your might, cause what Jesse I living it simpler, taking life much easier. Living it simpler, taking life much easier. Yeah, man, I listen last year, bless. This is Chrisinti keeping it real. Yo, keep the dialogue and chant on Babylon. You see me with Jesse I on PBS FM. Don't shift it, Rastafari. Bless up Kings of Kings and the whole family. Norrisman, Ali Dread, a.k.a. Colin Levy, Marcia Simpson, and the whole Ajang family. Celestia, bless. Jesse I. And the whole of Australia, more love, more life, more light. Keep it blazing. Give the beast! Celestia.
Yes.
Same hands, close and open door. Okay. Same hands, many of us ignore. Same hands, choose the ones endure.
Chrisinti talking to me from Kings of Kings offices in Kingston back in 2002. If you enjoyed the podcast and want to show some support, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. It mainly just helps cover the cost of hosting, but it also helps to keep me motivated and keep putting these out. On that note, big thanks to the patrons, including the Don Armageddon Time, the Real General Empress Irie, and the Idrins Tom Tanaki and John from Champion Sound. If you're not in a position to become a patron, you can still help by giving the podcast a 5-star review and helping to spread the word. Thanks for listening. Eyes is every time.
Zion, fire burn there. Zion, singing again. Oh, yeah, okay. With the Most High as my keeper, I trample all backbiter. 'Cause I was born an overcomer, so I no fear no warmonger. Trample them careless whisper, step over all teeth of plunder. I am here for today and tomorrow, I know I will live forever. Sin joy wouldn't feel so sweet if it wasn't for pain. No, sunshine wouldn't be essential if it wasn't for rain. No, joy wouldn't feel so sweet if it wasn't for pain. No, the sunshine wouldn't be essential if it wasn't for rain. You have to know how to overcome. Life hurts